What's the most satisfying way you've ever quit a job? My manager told me I was replaceable after I worked 16 straight days covering for her vacation. She had no idea I was the only one who knew the client passwords. It started when Janet announced she was taking 2 weeks off right before our biggest product launch. No backup plan, no coverage, just see you later. I ended up working doubles every single day, sleeping in my car between shifts, surviving on energy drinks and gas station sandwiches. The office felt like a ghost town, phones ringing constantly, emails piling up, clients getting frustrated. I was handling customer service, project management, and technical support all at once. My hands were shaking from exhaustion by day 10. When she got back, tan and relaxed from her cruise, the first thing she said was, "Why does the office look so messy?" Not "thank you," not "how did everything go?" Just criticism about the coffee stains on my desk and papers scattered everywhere. I explained how I'd been running her entire department solo while she was gone, how I'd closed 3 major deals, handled 2 client emergencies, and kept our biggest account from walking away when their system crashed at midnight on day 12. She looked at me with this smug smile and said, "Well, that's your job. Everyone here is replaceable. Don't expect special treatment just because you did what you're paid for." The other employees went silent. Sarah from accounting stopped typing. Mike from sales just stared at his computer screen. Nobody wanted to make eye contact with me. That's when I smiled back and said, "You're absolutely right. I am replaceable." I walked to my desk, opened my laptop, and started typing. First, I changed every single client portal password. It's 23 different accounts, each with complex passwords only I knew. Then I updated our backup recovery questions with answers only I would know. The Peterson account alone was worth $200,000 annually. The Martinez group brought in another 150. Each password change locked them out of systems they needed for daily operations. Next, I forwarded all my client contacts to my personal email. 5 years of relationship building gone. I also downloaded every project template, process document, and client preference file I created. Stuff that took months to develop, all saved to my personal drive. Janet was in her office on a conference call when I packed up my desk. I could hear her laughing, probably telling someone about her amazing vacation. I left my resignation letter on her keyboard with my badge on top. The letter was simple, effective immediately. Everyone here is replaceable. Best of luck. The next morning, my phone started buzzing at 6 a.m. Janet calling, then texting, then calling again. I let it go to voicemail. Her first message was confused. "Hey, there seems to be some kind of system error. Can you call me back?" By 10 a.m., the messages were panicked. "The clients can't access their accounts. We need those passwords now." By noon, the office manager was calling, then their IT guy, then Janet's boss, then the company owner himself, a guy I'd never even spoken to before. And the messages got increasingly desperate. "We need those passwords. This is unprofessional. You're legally required to provide access. We'll pay you consulting fees." Actually, I wasn't required to do anything. I checked with a lawyer friend over lunch. Since I created those accounts using my personal email for backup recovery, and Janet never asked for password documentation in writing, I wasn't legally obligated to provide access to anything. Day 2, Janet showed up at my apartment. She was standing in my hallway with coffee and pastries. Suddenly my best friend. Her hair was messy, like she hadn't slept. "Look, maybe I was too harsh," she said. "We all say things we don't mean when we're stressed. You know how busy things get." I took the coffee and said, "Thanks. Good luck with the Peterson account presentation today. Hope you remember which version of the proposal they wanted and what their budget requirements were." Her face went white. She had no idea which client wanted what because I'd handled everything while she was gone. The Peterson meeting was in 3 hours and she had no preparation. "Can't we work something out?" she pleaded. "Name your price." I closed the door. Day 3, their biggest client called me directly. Apparently Janet had tried to log into their portal, gotten locked out after multiple failed attempts, and triggered their security protocols. Now they couldn't access their own data. The client was furious. "Your replacement doesn't know our project timeline, our requirements, or even our company name," he said. "She called us Martinez twice during our phone call. He offered me a consulting contract at double my old salary just to fix what Janet had broken and maintain their account properly." I said yes immediately. Within 2 weeks, I had 6 clients who'd followed me from my old company. They didn't trust Janet's department anymore and wanted to work directly with someone who actually knew their business. Janet's department lost 60% of their revenue within a month. The Peterson account alone took their business to a competitor after Janet showed up to their presentation completely unprepared. The company restructured and eliminated her position. I heard she got 2 weeks severance, the same amount of vacation time that started this whole mess. She sent me a LinkedIn message last week asking if I knew of any job openings. I responded, "Everyone here is replaceable. Don't expect special treatment." I never did give them those passwords. Some things are irreplaceable after all.